Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. Question is, how do I move to Holland from Canada? And there's a few ways basically. There is first is a sponsored visa, which is like anywhere else in the world. If you find a job, the company can sponsor you. Now this is actually much more likely in Amsterdam than other places, so if you have relevant experience in a particular kind of job, and or a college degree, for example, then you see Holland actually has a big shortage of highly skilled migrants, because people who go to Europe tend to go to places like London or even Paris. Not that many go to Amsterdam. So Holland even gives you a massive tax advantage, something called the 30% rule, because they're desperate to get people. So that's one way, and there's a few ways of getting those jobs. Another is EU ancestry. If you have a grandfather or maybe even a great-grandfather, or a grandparents basically, who are from Europe, then you can get dual citizenship. You can get a European Union passport, and that will let you work anywhere, live and work anywhere in the European Union, including Holland, and not just Holland, but other places like England as well. So that's a very common way. Another way is just go there as a student. Many of the universities are offering international courses taught in English, because they're really trying to raise their profile and increase their reputation. So there's a lot of international students who are living in Holland that way. Another thing that you might want to try, although I'm not condoning it, I'm just saying that some people do this, is that I don't know if, as a Canadian, you have more rights to live in, say, France, because of the relationship between France and Canada. Now, Holland is a European country that's in the Schengen area. It has a part of the Schengen agreement, which means that you can travel from one European country to another without passing through any border control. So theoretically, you could get a visa to live in France, and then travel overland to Amsterdam or to Holland without passing any border control. Would that make you an illegal? I don't know, because you do have the rights to move around. I'm not so sure that it would actually make you an illegal. Of course, you wouldn't be able to live there, to work there. You wouldn't have any rights to work there, because if you only had a visa to work in France. To live there, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the situation is if you wanted to live there, but certainly you won't be able to work there. But to actually just be there, I'm not so sure there'd be anything wrong with that, because it's part of the Schengen area. That there are no border controls, and it's your right to travel freely from one country to another without having to show any passport. Then I don't really see why not. So that's a kind of creative way of doing it. Anyway, look, generally speaking, if you want to move to Amsterdam, where there's a will, there's a way. If you want to move to Holland or anywhere in Amsterdam or any other country in the world, where there's a will, there's a way. I've learned this myself, okay, and plenty of other people have as well. And I know so many people, not just Canadians, but all nationalities, living in Amsterdam. In fact, in Holland. In fact, I didn't actually know one Canadian lady who was working there, and she was a student and she could work there. So that's another thing. If you're enrolled as a student, you can just do it part-time, and you can basically live a normal life like anyone else. So look, if you want to move to Holland or Amsterdam or anywhere in Holland, please have a look at a site I'll put in the description box below. This is considered the Bible, or the A to Z of everything you need to know about moving to Holland. What you need to know before, what you need to research, how to find a job, how to get the right visa, how to do basically everything, what to do when you get there, paperwork, how to open a bank account, how to find a place to live, all these different things that you would need to know. It's in this Bible. So have a look. It's just that site below in the description box. Click on that link, check it out, and I'll see you in another video. Take care.